Holy cow, YouTubers! It's Boss Magnus here with another Magic the Gathering Arena video for your viewing or listening pleasure. We are achievement hunting, and as you can see, we are getting close. We're at 239 out of 250 for casting 250 soldiers or angel spells over any number of games. So if we click on this to get to the detail of that, this is part of Color Mastery White, and as you can see, it is the last one for me to achieve before I can get the Ajani Foundations avatar. Now, I think this may be easier to get with soldiers. I think there's a lot of soldiers that are available. I think in a lot of these games, you're trying to, because you want to cast these, you can cast more soldiers. They're cheaper to cast than most angels. So that might be a good path to go. I chose to go angels just because I thought it might be more fun. And as if you've been watching any of these videos, I'm trying to do some of these achievements at the same time. A very challenging one for me is this MTG Arena formats, because I almost exclusively play standard. So I'm trying to work through these achievements in Alchemy, or Explorer, or Historic, or Timeless, or even Brawl, so that I can get some progress on these achievements as well. So let's take a look at the decks that I put together. Yes, that's right, I did say decks. So the first deck that I put together was Explorer Angels here, and I'll take this show it to you. Mono white, built around Giada, Font of Hope. Giada is a key card here. First of all, she's only 2 mana to cast. When you cast her, she becomes a mana rock for angels, so that helps ramp you. Then every angel that comes in gets an additional +1/+1 counter, so this can cascade pretty fast into some big creatures. I had a Kabira takedown because this is Explorer that I was playing it in, so this can serve as a land if I need it for turn 1, when it's okay to come in tapped, but it also serves as creature removal if I need it, and it's an uncommon, so I wasn't worried about burning uncommon wild cards. Sheltered by Ghosts is removal. We've got some angels here, mix and match. I think probably this is not necessarily the best package, because with Exemplar and Resplendent Angel, you want to be life gaining, and this doesn't gain life, this doesn't gain life, this doesn't gain life, she doesn't gain life. Only until I get the Boonbringer Valkyrie in with the backup ability do I potentially start gaining some life, or if I'm sheltering something by Ghost do I gain life, or if I get a Steel Seraph to gain life. So it isn't perfectly synergist. There are some angels which do gain you life. I also went with Adaptive Automaton because this is a colorless / Anthem effect creature. So this comes in, it becomes a 2/2 angel, and every other angel in play gets a +1/+1 boost. This is also gets affected by Giada, so if Giada's out, this becomes a 3/3 or potentially more if there's more angels. I also leveraged the Iganjo Seed of the Empire because I had these already crafted, and this is a good way to discard if you've got extras of these. The deck doesn't need that much mana to run on and to be successful, but this can be additional removal, just like Kabira Takedown. So that was one way that I built it. And I got a little bored of that, so I tried to build this 5-color Explorer Angels. And basically this is just an excuse to run 4 Traxas. So how do I run 4 Traxas in a deck? Because it's an angel, it's huge, but I want to be able to get there. So I still want to play Giada because that makes angels bigger. It's a mana rock, it's an accelerant. I also started playing Patchwork Banner. It's also an Anthem, but it's also a mana rock. I needed something else to play on turn 2 in addition to my creature removal, so I threw in Prophetic Prism, which allows me to not only replace it with a card, but also to act as a filter. And then I just went ham with multicolored angels here. As you can see, Archangel Wrath, Drana and Linvala, Sigarda. I mean, these aren't even the best ones. Like, humans you control get +1/+1. I don't have any humans. That doesn't help. It's just a Flampler. But again, this was just really fun. The mana base is a little weird. I was trying to make sure that everything that I played for the most part was a white source, so that I would always hit, if I had Giada in the opening hand, I could play her. But I didn't spend a lot of time making sure that the mana was perfect on this one. And this is the one that we are going to play now. So let's give it a shot. Let's go into Explorer play with 5-color angels. Now, the reason that I kind of starting at this point was because I figured it'd be boring if you saw me running into a bunch of really well-tuned Explorer decks that just completely kick my ass. And, you know, we could probably maybe sit for 3 or 4 games until I can actually hit all of those angel summons. And you can see what this deck kind of looks like. Okay, so I've got 3 lands. All of these will be untapped because they're 2 or less. I've got a Patchwork Banner. I've got a Giada. 2 more angels. So this looks good. We'll keep. So I want to play a white source first. I've got 2 of those. Knowing that I don't have anything else coming, that's okay. But I will play the Razor Verge Thicket. And I will follow that up with Black Cleave Cliffs, just to show that I've got the most diverse mana. So I've got black, red, green, white. I'm missing blue. And that'll come out with the Sea Chrome Coast. What am I playing against? Whenever Amar becomes tapped, create a 1/1 white soldier token with lifelink. We are going to get overwhelmed very quickly here. So with Giada, she has Vigilance, so the first thing you want to do is attack with her, if you're going to be using her for mana. Now, I could Patchwork Banner here, but I don't really want to do that because my next land is going to come in tapped, so I'm only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available. Don't have a 5 mana casting cost thing. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out the Archangel without Kicker. Usually I'd want to save this, but if I want to have a chance to not only cast angels, which is what the point is here, but maybe a chance to win, I want to be able to be a little aggressive, especially when this deck seems like it's going to go wide against me. So, you want me to block? I'm going to say no because I've got a life linker, so I can take the 2 and not be subjected to your tricks. Okay. Now, I'm not very familiar with these formats, so I do not know exactly what they might be up to. Okay, I could play Concealed Courtyard, but Spar's Headquarters gives me more diverse mana to choose from, and I can cast Sigarda, or I can play the Patchwork Banner, but I'm going to want to end up casting Sigarda just because I'm trying to cast angels. So, let's swing for 6. Giada's untapped. Then we cast Sigarda. As you can see, came in with 2 counters because we have 2 other angels in play. So our opponent's at 12. We've got 12 on the board. I am still going to not block. And we'll see if they have some removal. Tristani. And that's it. They fold. So we get a win and we cast 3 angels. So we shouldn't see any achievement pop up here yet. But let's just check the number because I didn't make a mental note of it. We are at 242 out of 250. So let's run it back. We got to cast 8 more angels. Let's see if we can get Atraxa to pay a visit to our opponents. Chiwasawa. Oh, and by the way, this is unranked. God forbid you bring some jank like this into a ranked match. That's bad times. Okay, I go first. I don't have a Giada. I don't have a Mana Rock. I don't have more than 2 lands. I'm actually going to go ahead and mulligan, see if I can do better than that. Okay, this is a much better. I've got 3 lands and a banner. I'm going to want to keep Aurelia over Sigarda here. Now I know Sigarda's a 4 mana play and gives everything else hexproof, which is pretty bomber, and I can cast angels. But I want to be able to cast Aurelia, and why? Well, honestly, just because she's really cool. Not only that, but if I'm being attacked by a swarm, and 3 creatures attack me, like this might be, then it's possible for me to actually draw a card off of that, which can help me since I'm a card behind here. Okay, we got 2 Atraxas on board here. We are looking for more mana. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this so I can cast my banner. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any lands that are going to come in tapped for my 4th mana slot, so I am going to have to wait another turn before I actually show up. So let's see, we've got Veto, Life Gain, Life Loss, Elasil Core, so this looks like one of those, I can never remember, Aristocrats decks. I think that's the word for it. Player Fiend's Tower, we're now at critical mass of 5 mana, so Aurelia is going to come pay a visit here shortly. If we make it. I'm guessing they probably got some pretty bomber removal anyway. Okay, so play Aurelia, Flying Vigilance Haste, go ahead and attack, and see if we can block something if it actually ends up surviving. There we go, 3 people attacked, 3 creatures attacked. I get to draw a card. When this dies, it deals 2 damage, and when this dies, choose one target creature gets it. Well, I think that seems like a better one. I'll still lose the life from Ellis, and then I'll also lose life from Veto, I guess. Oh no, that's when you gain life, so that's only when they bring in a new creature. So I'm going to need some lifelink here. Fortunately, I've got Sheltered by Ghosts, but do I just die right there? Is that it? Yep, that looks like it's it. Okay, well, I get to cast 1 Angel. But that's the way it goes. That is definitely, I don't know, probably, I'm almost certain it's a better tuned deck. It's definitely more thematic. But probably, even more importantly, it's more aggressive. Low to the ground, 1, 2, 3 casting cost. Some good harmony with that Path of Peril. Wipes out its own creatures, gets benefits from that. Potentially wipes out opponent's creatures as well. Acrombix 5. I'm not sure what the 5 is, but Acrombix sounds interesting. No Giada. We have Sigarda at 4. Oh, there is the 1 land that does come in untapped. Yeah, I don't have a Giardia? I don't think so. But I think we'll go ahead and keep this anyway. If we draw another one of our comes into play with 2 or less, then we can actually hit 4. But we don't have the green yet for that, so it's going to be Archangel. But that's not bad because it is life linking. So we got white, red. Let's go ahead and we don't have any black angels, so let's get the red out. Let's go out red, white, and blue. Okay, Kiora. Whenever creature you control is power 4 or greater, draw a card. Okay, you are ramping it up. Okay, and I am slow. Here comes a big 4 power bigger creature, I bet. Cavalier of Thorns. I seem to remember this. This is one of the, I don't know, is it Explorer Precons or one of those midweek Magic Explorer decks or something? Maybe that's what this is. And they've got their Nykthos Shrine to make 6 amounts of mana. But, mission accomplished, we cast an angel. So that's 1 more angel down. And shockingly, we're still at 20 life. But Cavalier of Thorns can kill my creatures, and I can't kill it. Invasion of Ixalan. Interesting. Looking for a permanent. And there is Old Growth Troll. What's the flip side? A dinosaur that becomes indestructible. Do you care about that? I don't think you do.
Let's get moving.
Yep, untap Nykthos. More mana. So there's your 2 to make 15. Okay. So there's 3. Draw a card. There's 6. So you got 6 more. There's another Nykthos. Cool.
I love them all.
So you can pump 2 in there. Yep. Now you got, what, 22? Okay, another Storm the Festival. Yeah, you're doing your thing. I'm going to say, holy cow. That is a lot of power on the board. Lots of power. Yeah, well. I don't know that we get to cast another Angel, but we'll see. Come on, Acrombix, do your thing. Just do it faster. Outcaster, Trailblazer. You're drawing lots of cards. Are you finally out of mana? No.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
There you go, even more, 24 mana. So where's the haste? Where's the all your fucking creatures that you just brought into play now have haste? I wish there was a watching me. Here, lands. Am I right? Okay. Whoa there. There's the haste. Sure. We'll block. Does anything... Oh, everything has trample? Cool. Infinite damage. You did your thing, Acrombix 5. Good job. How negative can it go? 44. Ah, I've seen worse. Good for you. You did your thing. Okay. And as I've said before in videos, I'm trying to let people play out even though I know I'm going to die. 6 more angels. The magic number is 6. 6 is the magic number. Can we cast 6 angels? So this is another reason why maybe the other deck is a little bit better, only because the casting cost of those angels is a little bit lower. But, I don't know. 5 color angels kind of seems fun, I'm not gonna lie. Meganefiti. Or could be Meganfetti. Okay, we've got a Giada. We've got lands. It's keep. So, we'll do one of you. And we've even got a backup Giada in case you take out my first one. Let's do the red. And there you go. Okay. I cast one and you fold it. Well, that was unfortunate. I tell you what, I was really wanted to cast Atraxa. Why? Because casting Atraxa is fun. But if I don't get it here, which is highly unlikely, I'll show a game or two of the other one. I'm not as excited to play that one only because I did a lot of grinding with that one before. Oh. I like your style, Oriyuki. Oh, there's a lot of mana. A lot of blue and white. But it's keep. Let's hope that Oriyuki is playing a slow deck, because I have a slow start. And I'm going to hold back the Angel as well, just because I'd like to be able to use it for removal. Oh, bonus. Giada into house. If we could get a different color Dual land. Fast land? Is that what they're called? Fast lands? Because they come into play untapped. Asked and received. Graveyard Trespasser. Aw, I remember that one. It's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna say, give me an angel right now. I have nothing in my graveyard for you to take. Unless you put something in the graveyard. You could slit the throat of Giada. No. I would not like to block, as a matter of fact. Okay, so am I going to cast anything with 5? No. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the Seachrome Coast. And I'm going to cast another banner. I'm going to call that Angels as well. And then we will attack for 4. Knowing we're going to be taking 8 here. And then we'll Prism to draw a card and have Filtration. Now, next turn, we will have potentially 6 if we need it. Okay, we will have 5. We'll have 5. And we will probably need it. Tenacious Underdog. Well, wow, this looks like a deck that I remember playing. These are familiar looking cards for sure. Okay, so I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 6. So I think I'm going to drop Rafines, and then we will cast it with Double Kicker, and we'll hit the dog, and then we'll hit you. Okay, we've got 8 coming in. Well, more than that. Invoke Despair. Ah, yes. Remember it well. Okay, so that is it for us. I'll give you a good game. I feel like that was a standard deck that I played about a year ago. Okay. So we cast 2 angels there. We're at 247. Let's go and close this out with the other angel deck. Just so everybody gets a sense of that. There it is. Now, one of the things I want to mention, and I'll probably mention this at the beginning of another video, is I feel like I've done all of the achievement videos that are like 0/1, like finish a game where you have, you know, no cards in the library and you win, or something like that, versus the play 1,000 games, or, you know, cast 250 Merfolk or whatever. But I've actually gotten some comments that said, hey, I'd like to see the decks that you play for those as well. So you're going to get decks like this, or videos like this one, which show maybe 1 or 2 decks that I played over and over and over again, the format that I played them in, the kinds of matches that you saw me play against, and then I'll make videos for these types of achievements as well. Okay, so I don't have a Giada. I've got 4 lands. Resplendent Angel, Seraph. I don't actually like this. I'm going to mulligan it. This is not better. But I don't want to mulligan again. I'm going to drop a Kabir Takedown. Yeah, this doesn't have any of my 2-drop angels in it. Doesn't have the Giada or the Youthful Valkyrie, or even the 3 casting cost Adaptive Automatons. Okay, and they've got a Lunarch Veteran, so they're doing some life gaining. But my Overseer is very inspiring to me. So we'll see what they have to do. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't have anything else to play. Another Lunark veteran or another 1 power cleric. I mean, a 1 mana cleric or something. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna block with that. No thanks. We've already got some. What are you doing over there? I don't like how quiet you are. That makes me fearful of your wrath. But I don't know, so I'm going to welcome Giada to the show. Oh, you have removal? Is that what it is? Yes, you pushed Giada over the edge. Okay. So that's what you're holding, is a fistful of removal, huh? That's okay. I've cast 2 angels. Okay, well, that is getting sheltered. If I drew another land, I could Seraph and shelter. But I can't. Because Enduring Tenacity is going to kill me. However, I guess I'm worried about like the 5th mana for the Conqueror. And I really want to cast more angels. So I'm going to cast actually Archangel of Tithes. This might not be a card that sees a lot of play. So as long as this creature's untapped, creatures can't attack you unless they pay 1 for each of those. And then when this is attacking, creatures can't block unless their controller pays 1. So because I've got flyers, that's really kind of moot on the attack. But it does force them to tie up their mana if they want to attack me. I think at this point, though, they just want to cast creatures, let the Lunark Veteran trigger, let the Enduring Tenacity trigger. Because this is gain life. This is when you gain life, I lose life. You can't trick me. I'm not going to block. Hell no. But I'm happy for you to tie up your mana. And I got to cast an angel. Laran of the Third Path. I don't have an artifact or enchantment, but I will. So we'll do this. We're going to keep the Archangel untapped. We'll give this one lifelink. And we'll send it over. So now that I have the Seraph out, unless they get rid of the Seraph, which is highly likely, I'm going to want to play the Exemplar of Light. More triggers. More of my death on the stack. Yes, yes, yes. So much death. Well. Let's cast Giada. Let's shelter on... Who would I rather lose less? Who's likely to die? I'm going to say the Inspiring Overseer. We're going to take out... So this is 1 for 1. When you gain life, lose a life. This is that much life, so that sounds that much worse. So we'll take that one. And then we'll give you life gain. Lifelink. And then we will Red Rover, send those 2 right over. Okay, we're still in it here. And now that I've got 2 lifelink sources, maybe Exemplar makes an appearance. Okay, so that's gain 1 life, lose 2. Okay, that's gain life when you exile. Also gain 2 life for just showing up at the party. Oh, oh, ow, ow, ow. Ah, damn it. I think I want to cast the Exemplar, because we're going to put some counters on it. And you are all again going to lifelink for me, please. And we are going to swing the 2 of you. Looking good. I will play that land, thank you very much. So I think I've hit enough of the angels at this point to get the achievement. So at this point, I'm actually going to try and just win this one if I can. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vampire of the Dire Moon, Death Touch lifelink. Any creature gains and loses. And there's Shaldred. Oh no. I'm melting. Okay, so let's see. We've got 6, 9, 14 on board. They have no flying blockers. They've got their mana all tapped. So it looks like we can Boonbringer Valkyrie. Give the Archangel of Tithes. Give you lifelink. And attack for 15. For 16. 9 and 6, 15, yeah. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I didn't see it. Oh well. Good job, Nightingale. You got me. And that is it. Defeat. However, achievement completed. Order and justice. Okay, it's closed out down here. We're justice checked off. Achievements we've got a ready to claim. Let's go over here. And let's claim that last one. And Ajani, he will now be the default. So 10 out of 10, we've got it closed out. And that's going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, do the YouTube things for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's recently become a subscriber. I appreciate the comments. Give me more ideas for things that you want to see, and I'll be happy to put it out. I'm having fun just making these videos. Love the interaction. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.